Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? I hope everybody's good. Let's see here. Thank y'all for being here tonight. I appreciate y'all so much. Little Dev and I've been having a conversation. Carla, hey, hey. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. I know Justin just went live, so we probably won't have many in here today, but it's going to be a quick, short live. But I did want to go over this because yesterday in my live, we had some people bring up Clyda Trent, and I had already had some information on her. So we're going to talk about that today, and we'll get into that here in just a minute. But just wanted to say hi to everybody. Just make sure everybody's good. It's been a rough day for me at work. It's so crazy. We have a concert at the expo this Saturday night, and I am so tired already. But it's all good. Hi, Janice. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Oh, little Dev, I love my small little channel. I would hate to be, and I mean, I'm not saying anything disrespectful for people who have like thousands and thousands and thousands, but to have that many in chat or hundreds and hundreds and hundreds in chat, we wouldn't get to chat very much. So I love my little group over here. I am proud of them. But, anyways, okie dokie, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to just go over some things. Hey, Birdie's Crime Chat. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I really do. So we're going to go ahead and start talking about Miss Clyda Trent. Let's start. Yes, it is, little Dev. It is so hard to get things done or to get your point across, or, it's going so fast, nobody has time to read it or anything. But in here, we get to read each other's thoughts and our comments and opinions, and we go off of that. So, I don't know if y'all were with us last night when we were talking about Frank Light, and it was brought to my attention what I had been told about the horse. There was people in chat saying that they heard a different story. Hey, hi, how are you doing? I'm too honest. But I have not had time yet to check into that part and to see, how he's tied into everything. But I will definitely be checking on that because I want to make sure I put out the right information and nothing that's, far fetched. So I will definitely be looking into that. And if Sound of Silence hears this, I want you to know I am still looking for that news story where Ronnie Lawson said that Summer could have been possibly moved. And I got Annabella helping me, and it was back towards the beginning. So there was a lot of stuff back then. Anyways, this lady has some involvement in the situation. Let me tell you, I kind of wonder because there's some pretty interesting stuff I found out. And like I said, this won't take us very long because there's not a whole lot that we can find out unless we talk to other people. And I've just not had a chance to get a hold of anybody to get more information. But what I did find out was very, very, very interesting. So let's talk about it. Clyda Trent, who is she? Clyda was the best friend of Dawn's mother. So Don's mother and Clyda Trent were best friends. She actually lived on 110 with Don's mother not too long before she passed away. Now, if your mother passes away and she gives her best friend the property that you were wanting, I would think that would kind of cause some hurt feelings. But Don at that time was not being a very good boy. So his mother felt like he needed to grow up a little bit. And so therefore she deeded the property of 110, the house, the whole 11 acres, to Clyda Trent, with the stipulation that she give it to Don if and when he started being better. He had to stay out of jail, stay out of trouble, and start being a good dad and husband. So once he kind of started getting a grip on life and started growing up a little bit, it took him about 3 or 4 years, because it was about during that time that she finally deeded the property over to Don. So I thought that was very interesting, but kudos to Mama. She knew that he was not ready. She knew he was irresponsible. And so she did what she had to do. Now, Miss Clyda has a house in Utah where she lives most of the time. And this house, it really surprised me, but she only lives about 30 minutes away from Don's dad's house. I thought that was pretty peculiar. Now, she also has a house in Churchill, which is only about 18 miles from Rogersville. Yeah, I've not seen a will, but I have heard her speak. And hearing her talk, she talked about the will, how she was deeded the property, Don needed to grow up, those kind of things. And, Fred Hill does talk about how Don's mother was in a cult. I don't know if he meant like a cult, but we do know that Don's mother was a Jehovah's Witness. So I don't know if that's maybe what he was talking about or not, but I've heard nothing else about a cult, but you never know. So this part I found very, very interesting. Why is it in the news that he paid for it? I think he had to pay for the transfer of the property. I think that's it. Little Dev, she might have been a Mormon. I had heard it was Jehovah's Witness, but it might have been a Mormon. I will check into that. We're going to figure that out. I don't even know where my pen is. Hang on. Okay, got it. Let's look into that. I will find out for you. Okay. So while she was talking, she told this story. Don's mother is who we were talking about. Don said he will see some of the resurrection. Made me think Don studied the child. See, I don't know for sure. I was told Jehovah's Witness, but it might have been Mormon because of the Utah connection. So I don't know. we'll definitely look into that. Um, July 2021. We know Summer went missing. Amisa, hey. Don's mom was Mormon, so is Clyda. Don had said he grew up in the Mormon church. Okay, cool. Thank you, Amisa. Like I say, I'm going to put out what I've heard, what I've been told, and this is what chat's all about, guys. I mean, y'all need to correct me if I'm not getting it right, because I'm not going to put something out there that I've just heard about as facts. See, really, little Dev, your mother said that? Or your grandmother said that? See you in the resurrection? Wow. Really, I'm too honest. Okay. Definitely. We'll look into that for sure. I've never studied any of it. I do have a cousin that's a Mormon, and I've learned a lot about the Mormon life from her. And I can tell you this, I've never seen a set of kids. She has 6. And I've never seen a set of kids that are so close, that are so protective of each other. They call each other at midnights sometimes and say, donut run. And just the kids, just her kids, grown kids with families of their own, will meet at the donut place because one of them just missed their family. Her and her kids meet up at midnight at this 24-hour donut place. But they are so close. They do so much together. And she said that was what she was taught at her church. And her kids were taught the same. So, total respect for that. But, oh my goodness. Oh, wow. There is LDS and the FLDS. Big difference. I've wondered which Dawn's mom and Clyda were. Oh, that's interesting. The FLDS, that is the one with, what was that guy's name that went to jail because he had too many wives, or young wife under age? I think she was like 14, I believe. Huh. Warren Jeffs. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So he was the FLDS, correct? And the LDS is the one my cousin is at. Okay. All right. If you pass away, the Jehovah's Witnesses believe if you pass away that you will stay in the grave until they are resurrected by Jesus. Okay. See you in the resurrection. That makes sense there. Huh. Okay. SDA believes the same. Huh. Okay. Well, if the SDA believes the same, then that would, I wonder if the SDA is like a branch off of the Jehovah's Witness. I don't know. Selena, thanks for being here. Very well could be, huh? Who knows? Who knows? Ziggy. Hello, sweet lady. And kudos and congrats to you, sweetie. You go, girl. It's crazy. People have all their opinions and stuff, and it's none of our business. But I see the smile on your face. You look very, very happy. So super, super congrats to you. And thanks for being here. She does look happy, doesn't she? And she's all giggly. Oh, that's so cool. And I saw a picture of Fred before he was arrested. And to see a picture now of him is like a complete 100 turnaround. He looks so good, so healthy. It's just amazing the difference in him. And I just pray that he stays strong and just starts a whole brand new life. Be the bean. She loves y'all together, Ziggy. So yeah, I'm just happy for her. Mhm. Okay, guys. So I want to tell you the story that Clyda Trent said. And it kind of makes me wonder a little bit. What does she know about summer? Because on July 20 in 2021, she was in Churchill. She had called Don that day and asked him if it'd be all right if she came over. He said that DCS was coming that day. And she says, I told him, okay, well, I'll come, another day. And he said, no, please be here. Please come. I want you to be here when they come. So she said she went. Well, she was there when DCS came. And that happened to be the day the boys were taken. But DCS did not have a place to put them for the night. And they asked Clyda if she would take the boys for the night. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. This is not something I know for a fact. But if DCS was planning to take the kids, then you would think that they would have a place to put them. But obviously they didn't, because they went with Clyda Trent that night. So Don's told this story this whole time about how DCS has kidnapped his kids, his boys. He said he asked them to take the boys because he was scared for them. He was afraid. See, I'm too honest. I don't know what does qualify her to take them. They had no place to put them. So if they would have took them, those kids would have been sleeping in their offices, because they're not allowed to take kids home, is what I have heard. Well, let me rephrase that. In Texas, they're not allowed to take them home. Oh, Ziggy, I would love to talk to Clyda. I have some questions. I know that, right? I mean, she was there. I wonder if they knew her and that's why they trusted her to take the boys, but I don't know. But it just really does seem to me that they weren't prepared. They weren't prepared at all. Or they would have had a place for them. If they came there with the intention to take the boys away, you would think they would have a place for them. So possibly, just possibly, Don could have been telling the truth. Something to think about. Because if he asked them, please take the boys, protect them, take care of them, I'm afraid for them to be here. We just lost Summer, and now I'm scared for my boys. Well, they would definitely take them, but they were not prepared. So I think it's a possibility, guys, that Don's told the truth on that one, because he said he asked them to take them till they can get some stuff figured out and it's safe for them to come back. But those boys never have come back. They got them in a home. They're good. They're happy from what I've been told. So, whatever is best for the boys, I'm good with. So it really makes me wonder, why would DCS take them? Was it possibly that the house was not clean? They hadn't met standards that they were supposed to? Or was it that Don asked them to take the boys? But I thought it was pretty peculiar because for 3 boys, and we've seen videos that show them boys, they were rough and rowdy. They were. So you could imagine Miss Clyda Trent at her age taking these 3 boys to her house. But I don't know how they would have acted around her. I don't know if they were really close to her. I don't know if they would have talked to her. Would she have been the kind of person to ask questions? I don't know. So it just leaves something for us all to think about. Now, this is another thing. How odd is it that we have 2 best friends, Clyda Trent. Hey, Scott. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all coming in. But we've got 2 best friends here, Don's mother and Clyda Trent, best friends for a long time. Oh, little Dev, listen up. It's very odd that those 2 women had a granddaughter that was blonde hair, blue eyes, and they've both been taken away. You see, Carly Trent was Clyda's granddaughter. That's right. Clyda was Carly Trent's grandmother. So for them to be taken away, both girls, that kind of is creepy. And then I found out Summer was born, we know, in February of 2016. Carly Trent came up missing in May of 2016. You think about Utah, you think about Tennessee, you think about Don's family living in Utah, Clyda Trent living in Utah. They both end up in, Rogersville, best friends. They lived on 110. There's connections there. How many people that live around 110 associated with the Wells are all connected somehow? There's a connection. Almost every person that you can talk to, there's some kind of connection to the Summer Wells case. somehow, some way, whether it's the mother, whether it's the father, whether it's grandest, whether it's the grandma that's passed, whether it's the property, whether it's the dogs, neighbors, same road, same holler, very close. There's all kinds of connections in this case. And Clyda was just a little bit of a connection. But it is very, very odd for two best friends to have their granddaughters taken. Very strange. Don wanted to prove to Fred that the law was following him around, and he begged Fred to go to Knoxville with him. That's the same night DCS took kids. Ah. Yeah. There's just so many connections here, and there's all these connections, and all you can do is ask more questions. And it's so crazy. Hmm?
Are you want something to eat?
If you do.
What do you want,
man? Okay.
I'm good. What do you want?
I'm good.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Anyways, all these connections, all these people, at the end of the day, it just leads to more questions. And the saddest part of all, once again, it's poor little Summer. Still not found. Poor little Summer. Nobody knows. Or do they? Nobody wants to talk. That's what we should be saying. Nobody wants to talk. Does Miss Clyda know? I seriously want to know, did the boys tell her anything? Did she ask questions? So she had the boys for a night. Day after Summer went missing, she was talking about weird religious stuff. Oh. Wow. Thanks, Ina. That is really interesting. Yeah, they know. Oh, 2 honest years. That's perfect. There's lots of people that know. I honestly believe that. In that area, there are several people that know. Nobody's going to talk. Everybody has something on each other. Oh, yeah. Birdie's Crime Chat. I honestly believe they've all shared their stories for sure. For sure, for sure. Because you don't live in a place like that. Know everybody that's around you, been there for most of your life. I mean, even the Wells, they were only there for 10 years or so, but they knew a lot of people. They associated with a lot of people. And yet, nobody knows nothing. I don't buy that. That's crap. No. Yep. I'm too honest. Exactly. It's been that way in those hills for 200 years at least. Exactly. That's the way it is. When you live somewhere that you can just hide away, everybody leaves everybody alone. Everybody knows, but they mind their own business. Are they scared? What are they scared of? Frank Light, maybe? Ronnie Lawson? Fred Hill? Who knows? The case in Utah, the kids found in barrels. Yes. Yes, I heard about that. Yes. Let's see, Bertie said. Who else was that? Little Dev. The community was worried about the C virus keeping small businesses shut down and got together and came with money making scheme and used somewhere like Clyda Trent. Who knows? Hey, I'm too honest. Frank Light didn't get in the ditch, did he? He snitched, got a shorter sentence, but he didn't get put in the ditch. Everybody's too afraid of Frank Light. Carly Trent was found, Janice. Yes. Um, there was 2 volunteers that were out, and they decided to check the back part of one of their properties. And so there was a cave up there, and they found her in the cave with her uncle that she lived with. Yep, Frank is closer to the top. Yes, it was a Lawson. I'm not sure how they were related to Ronnie or if they are. Oh, Carla, I can't forget old Andy Bernard. Can't forget that. Fred told me his brothers don't like him because he's gay. Not related, but just a little extra info. Now, the guy that found him, or that found Carly, that Lawson guy, or are you talking about Frank? Hmm. Okay, Frank, not Freak Lights, but Frank Lights, right? Yeah, that's that's interesting because we just talked about Frank Light yesterday. His brother Donnie that found Carly with another man. The other man was her uncle that she was living with. Oh, so Frank Light might be gay, but he does weird, creepy things to little girls. Make that make sense, huh, Scott? Mm. Hey, Veronica. Okay, Veronica says that Clyda didn't take them to her house. She took them to her hotel room for one night. Well, she does have a house in Churchill, so that's why we assume they went there. So Frank is into little boys. Hmm. I tell you what, this story just grows and grows, and the people around it get freakier by the day. He'll try anything. I'm too honest. That was funny. Well, it's crazy. It is so crazy. Goes back to high school. Frank and Daniel Sherfy allegedly. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Scott, you need to tell these things more often. You need to spill the beans. Wow. Hmm. So was it little boys on that zip drive that they found? Or girls? I thought it was little girls. Or that's what I've been told. Yeah, Scott spilled the tea. Wow. That's interesting. Hmm. I tell you, there are too many names associated with this little girl. Too many to even wrap your head around. And like I've said 100 times before, and I even said it last night, you can pick one person out of all of that area Just one person. And you could create a scenario that would fit them being the person that did something, took summer or whatever. It was boys. Oh. Oh, Carla. Okay, Carla, now that is a thought. Carla Barnes just put, this is nuts. What if JSB was a madam at Clyda's Hotel Motel? Oh my God, I feel sick. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh, no, I'm not local to Hawkins County. No, I'm in East Texas. Wow. Scott. Scott's got all the things, y'all. I want to be like Scott when I grow up. I want to know all the things. That is hilarious. Wow. But hasn't Frank been married just several times? Because Sherry was an ex, and then I heard he was married to somebody else. Sound of silence. Sound of silence. I am still looking for that clip. Okay? I'm not giving up yet. Don't give up on me. I'm still looking for it. Okay? JSP got no business. Lord. Could you imagine? Oh my God. No. Y'all, that's too funny. Hi, Crafting with Amy. Oh, no. You don't want to know all the things. I don't even want to know, Scott says. I tell you what, I probably wouldn't want to know either. And I hate the things that we have heard so far. So, we have learned some really disgusting things, horrible things. And it's just, ugh. And then we've got so many that live so close to that baby girl that are disgusting people. Oh, yuck. I mean, Ziggy comes out and talks about that Billy guy. What a weirdo. Wonder how many paid her to get dressed. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, yeah. Really, Ziggy? Frank like Tony. Tony Hammonds too? Whoa. Wow. Now, Tony Hammonds was the one that was found dead the next day after Summer come up missing. He was found in the creek, face down. Yeah, Scott lives up in that area. He used to hang out in Bend Hill or Beach Creek or whichever. He had friends. Earl Taylor, that was. Okay. I thought it was Tony Hammonds. Okay. Yes, Earl Taylor, because his wife is Celeste Taylor. And she's now with Ricky Crawford Jr. Yeah. He tried to take the kid that was mowing. Yes, him and Sharfie Jr. Carly, it is Clyda's granddaughter. I don't have a document that says that. I heard it. I heard Clyda talking. It was a recording, her talking, and she was talking about her granddaughter, Carly. I don't think they have any boundaries. If it moves, hang on. That's hilarious. Oh, wow. You know, I didn't think it could get any stranger. I didn't think there was any more we could possibly find out about all these creeps. No, daddy's handle it. Exactly. Exactly, to honest. I mean, seems to me like their daddy's always just got them out of trouble. Trust and believe. I made sure Fred was not onto. You tell Fred the only thing he can hang on to is you, Ziggy, okay? That's funny. Well, congrats. I'm so excited for Ziggy. So excited. You guys are cracking me up. But yeah, I just wanted to go over that little bit about Clyda tonight because, it had been brought up in chat last night. Jeremy, hello. Shout out to your kids, Anna and Aaron. Daddy's so proud of y'all. Tolerated. Exactly. Shoot, I'm from Texas. And y'all, I will be honest, when I was young, my mama made me go and pick out my Switch. I had to go take it down off the tree one time. Yeah, we didn't, Mama and Daddy's didn't take up for us. We had to learn the lessons. But I was a daddy's girl. And I didn't get the Switch that day. Oh, goodness. It's funny how, girl, I got family in Texas. I know. Yes. Oh, yeah. I remember sitting in church and me and my brother would get to giggling, and all you felt was the back of your head go thunk. Because daddy reach his big old arms across the back of the pew and just tap you on the head. It was like, ooh. Yeah, it's crazy how from when we were little kids and the structure that we had growing up and the respect that we had to the kids of today that are so deserving and feel like they are owed everything. It's very sad. Very sad. But yes, Ina, let me see if I still have my notes here. Let me see. I don't remember the girl's name. Let me look back here. No, I don't have them with me. Golly, do y'all remember where she did that interview? Oh, yeah. I remember the pinches. Thanks, Jeremy. I'm telling y'all, it's time to poke some bears, and I'm not scared. We're going to start poking. We're going to start calling them out. Maybe they'll get sick and tired of it and finally talk. Blood work? I didn't know that either. Hmm. Oh gosh, I can't even remember the name of the girl's channel. I have it written down somewhere. WCIA Network's YouTube channel. Okay. I'm going to write that down as well here. Because I want to make sure we got it. I'm going to go listen to that and see if it's the same one I heard. Oh, Veronica, 100%, sister, 100%. That whole holler is suspects. Little Dove. I know many don't believe her, but the interview is in Clyda's own words. Yeah, yeah. That's how this one was. It was her talking. Whose email are you looking for? I'm too honest. Whose email? Oh, I'll tell you. Sebastian's case has turned into basically a Summer Wells case. Clyda's the lady that was the grandmother of the little girl that was taken. The channel email for me, let me get it for you. I don't even know if I have any mods in here, but I was just going to do a short live, and here y'all are having good conversations. Okay. There's mine. I'm very sus of the Crawfords around here, especially one that was a customer of FH. He drove a red Toyota truck with ladder racks, but always carried a ladder. I'm too honest. Email anytime. Yeah, I'm with you on that one too. But you know, when who was it? It was the Tony Hammonds and Sharfie Jr. were riding around the day after or a couple days before Summer come up missing. I think it was the 18th. And ah oh, thank you, Jeremy. You're always welcome to come back. Always, always. We have a good time in here. Jam 420. Hey, girl. Hey, boy. I don't even know what to say. Girl, boy. I don't know. Hey, hey. Candace sure didn't want April Moody nor Chris Marcos mentioned. That was kind of weird, but I don't know about them too much. Yeah. Jam's a girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. But you know, Marlena never went to Fred's before Summer went missing, but came by with her brother to try and get dope after. But Fred was suspicious of them. Oh, good job, Fred. Oh my gosh, Mars. I just saw that. And that is so obviously his voice. How crazy. Let's see. Yeah. Did y'all hear that? Slop did that. And I was just blown away. How did I miss that? Because that was definitely Cam. Oh my gosh. Was it like a parody? It wasn't like a parody, was it? Really? We need to look into Chris Marcos. We'll put him on our list for sure. Our next Poking the Bear story is on the Lawson boys. We're going to have a little fun with them. We got some good info. So, yeah, we're going to call them out. If we're calling people out, they're on the list. I mean, I'm not going to just keep talking about the same stuff, but basically it's the same stuff. But we're going to call them out on it. We're going to see how it relates back to summer, just like we did with Frank Light last night. That man was allowed to search for summer just a couple of weeks after getting out of prison for doing things to little kids. He was a registered sex offender. He shouldn't have been around kids. What if he found her? Luminous, hi, thanks for being here. Yes, he is Jam 420. Oh, man. Oh, you think Marcos is? Oh, wow. But yeah, get this, guys. If y'all didn't hear it last night, there was a ranch 4 miles away from 110. 4 miles, right behind Mount Carmel Baptist Church. That ranch was a working ranch. They had ranch hands. And, oh, good, Janice. Good. I'm glad you learned something tonight. I know we all hear the same stuff all the time, and I try to find new things to talk about. So thank you. I'm glad to hear that. But back to Frank. This ranch went that night and they volunteered themselves, the ranch hands, their horses, ride horseback, all through the woods, looking for summer. And they were told, no, thank you. We have someone that knows the land well. In the words of Scott H. once more, make that make sense. You're going to turn away people that work 4 miles from that home. They obviously know the territory. They know the terrain. They work it every day. But they're not going to let those respectable people, hardworking men, get on their horsebacks and go look for summer and increase the odds of maybe finding her? Nope. We're just going to let a registered sex offender get out there and ride a horse and go look for her. What the hell, people? It's yeah, exactly, Birdie. No outsiders from the Inn Club. Exactly. Oh, I honestly wonder if they want her found. I don't believe they do. So, I don't know. It's very sickening. I'll know that much. Because why would you not want to find this child? Why? Why would you deliberately not allow people to search? Because the terrain was too dangerous? But you begged for volunteers to search for Clyda Trent, and that wasn't too far away, and that terrain was dangerous too. And it wasn't law enforcement that found her. It was 2 volunteers. But Summer's case, no. No. No evidence of an abduction, no evidence of not an abduction, no evidence of her being alive, no evidence of her not being alive. What the heck? You know? Just like in the Sebastian case. These two cases are so eerily similar. It's scary, guys. You think about it. They both disappeared. No trace, whether someone took them or whether they just wandered off. They were both barefooted. The parent that was away at work is the one that called 911. Okay, so it was Lawson's brother. Okay, we were talking a while ago. We weren't sure if it was Lawson's brother that found Carly, but yeah, I knew his name was a Lawson. But, you know, the father, bio father, that was at work is the one that calls and reports the child missing in both Summer and Sebastian's case. Then, guys, you stop and think about it. It's that same person that talks on social media the most, as far as the mom will talk a little bit, but the spouse talks for her. How creepy is that? Search is going on for several days into months. No sign, no clues, no nothing. The only difference is Sebastian's mother and stepdad had a little money. Summer's family struggling a little more. That's it. Yay. Hey, Hawk. Thanks for being here. We have some pretty cool and interesting little chats going here. You know, everybody puts in their 2 cents and oh, thank you, Ziggy. That's so sweet. Thank you for that. I had to go back and look. I love what I do here. I love what we do. And my channel is all about my chat, their feelings, their information. We work together on it. That's my goal. I would like to grow my channel a little bit, but that's only to help get word out more because, you know, a lot of people don't pay attention to little baby channels, and I'm just a little tater tot. You know, little Dev, I don't understand. We didn't get an update last year when on the anniversary. He said there'd be an update soon. Well, it's dang near a year later, and we don't have it. No, thanks, Jam. I'm trying. We have fun sometimes, and then we just get really serious. And I love interacting with my chat. That is my number one thing. I love it because everybody has different opinions, and I have looked at things much differently sometimes because of my chat. No, Janice, love you too. Love you so much. We like I say, oh, I do too, honest. I pray for her, Summer, all the time. How awesome would it be for us to wake up one day and Summer was found? She's alive. She was well taken care of. She's been doing wonderful. I would love it. Sassy, thanks for being here, Miss Brenda, my Texas friend. Yeah, Jam, that's what we do here. You know, everybody puts out their opinions and nobody hates anybody because I got a different opinion. Surprise! But yeah, we don't hate over here. And we don't do all the drama. That's just stupid. But guys, how awesome would it be for us to find out Summer's okay? That would be amazing. But I do have those days where I wake up, I say my prayers, and I get really sad because I'm not sure if she's even still with us. And as a mother who's lost a child not too long ago, I know the hurt. I know the pain. And then that makes me sad. But I would just like to make sure we find her. Number one, alive, not alive. We just need to find her. She deserves it. See, sometimes you watch drama. You know, guys, thank you, Hawk. Yeah. I heard some things this morning. I was listening to some stuff from yesterday and I heard some things that just it made me really sad because I understand people don't agree. Oh, Jim, my heart goes out to you. It's not a great club to be part of, I tell you. It's a hard one. But it's one thing to talk about people and their thoughts and their opinions. Okay. You know, it might be different than yours. It's okay. Have a discussion about it. Yeah, it's a club nobody wants to join. Trust us, guys. Never. Worst club ever. Yes. But I heard creators that I looked up to, creators that I wanted to be like. Oh, thank you, little dove. Diana, thanks for being here. But this group was being very critical about something another creator had done. Okay. You know, and I was just kind of listening to see what the purpose was. But it got to a point to where they were laughing and giggling about her thoughts and opinions. And for me, that's where it crosses the line. It just crosses the line. So, let me see here. But, oh, thank you, Diana. I'm thinking about cutting my hair. When I broke my arm last July and shattered it, I couldn't lean back because all this was so bad. And then I had the surgery and it took forever for me to get to where I could lean back. Thank God I have a bed that raises up. I've been still sleeping in the recliner, but it did. I haven't had a haircut or anything in almost a year. And it just took off growing like a weed. And then everybody started giving me compliments. And I'm like, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't cut it. And now it's so long. If I could take my head off and set it on the bathroom cabinet, cut it myself, I would be a happy camper. But I get very confused when I look in the mirror and try to do it. I get turned around backwards. But I did hair for 20 years. I know what I want. I know what I want to do to it. So last night when I got out of the shower, I took my thinning shears and thinned it out a little bit. So, anyways, I don't know. It's summertime, so lots of ponytails, lots of messy buns. Ziggy. Okay, Ziggy, you know Annabella's Honey's, right? Her and I have a backup channel, and it is called What the Fuss. And we talk about all the what the fuss. And she said that a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about, what are we going to do on our next time we go live or whatever. And she said, oh my God, I want Ziggy to come on and do a reading for us. So we need to get together for that. And it's a fun channel. Sometimes we talk about the true crime stuff because that's what we all do. Okay, per the police report. Thank you, Ario, because I was told and I read the post where his ex-wife Sherry said that she contacted the police. So that's why I said that. She does have a talent for reading. I like to watch. Yay! That would be fun. I'll get with you. That would be really fun. We just did this channel just so we could have fun, talk about whatever, not have to have something lined up, and we can laugh and joke around and not feel like we're kind of disrespecting the kids that are missing. And see, I had heard that, Oreo. I had heard that his sister had done that. Her and her husband, I think, decided to do that because he was living there. She had found the zip drive in his pants pocket. I had heard that story. Yay. But yeah, then I read that post that the ex-wife Sherry did on Facebook saying I went to the police. So I don't know if the way she made it sound, she took the hard drive thing in. Was there more than one? I don't know. But maybe they all took it together. Who knows? Sounded disgusting to me. And when I read what the report said, that made it even worse. Let's see. What did Little Dove say? I've always said pictures of her are not the same child. There's one. Are we talking about Summer on that picture, Little Dove? Because there is one picture that has shown a lot of Summer, and it's where she's sitting down. It looks like she's got the puppy and she's got it up against her face like this. I think that's her brother. I really do. I really think that was her brother and not her. His head was shaved at one time too. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I just want to find this baby. She deserves it. And if she is still alive, I pray that someone really good has her. That someone really, really, really good is taking care of her. And I pray that if that's not the case, that someone good has her, then I just pray that she Yeah, yeah. Let me find it real quick. Um, but I just pray that she can be found. So that's number one important for us. We need to find that baby girl because she deserves it. Her life has been hell. She deserves a chance in life, just like everybody does. And, you know, if whatever we can do to help bring that to fruition, I'm all for it. I am all for it. So, okay, I am dropping the link for What the Fuss. So, Annabella, she has her work schedule, and when she's off next, we're going to try to do another live. Last time we did one, and then we got Matthew. He came up on panel with us because we had been talking about Sebastian and autism, and he has a son that is autistic, and he explained a lot of things for us, helped us to understand Matthew a little better. I mean, not understand Matthew. Nobody can understand Matthew too well. Um, but, he helped us to understand Sebastian a little better. Oh my gosh, little Dev, that would be amazing if this was just a scheme. I mean, how mad would we all be? Yes. But how exciting would it be? We could throw a parade, a welcome home summer parade, have a big party in the park. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be amazing for all of us to get to see her in person? Amazing. So, we all we can do is pray. Um, I believe the picture was Summer with the puppy is Summer. Okay. Looks so different. Yeah, it does. It did look a lot different on that one. And I've always wondered if that was the older brother or I think it was the older brother. But, oh, okay. I'm going to give y'all a little homework. I don't know if I already did this or not, but I'm going to give y'all some homework. The interview with Chris McDonough when he's at the house and Candace takes him down in the basement. They're showing their bed where Don and Candace slept and turned to go into little Summer's room there. I want you to listen real close for when Candace says, "This is where little Summer and Waylon were." And it's the way she said it and the way she talked real fast after was almost to distract from that. She said something. So I don't know. I want y'all to tell me what y'all's thoughts are on that. Because when I heard it, I was like, whoa. Little Dev, I'm not sure that we would know. Only because for their safety, I would say. Yeah, Bertie. Did you remember how she kind of started talking and using her hands after that really quick? It was almost like, oh, I shouldn't have said that kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but I want y'all to look at it and tell me what y'all think. Because I'd like to know your opinions on that. Oh, Sound of Silence. Did you ever get to talk to Summer? I heard somebody one time say that she didn't talk much. And I always wondered about that. Oh, I'm too honest. That's funny. I just want your opinion on that one little tiny piece right there. I I don't think they would go back now when they're older and they're of age. Okay. Okay, Birdie. See, that's what I wanted to because at first I thought that, but then I was like, well, why did she jump so much? She said hi and smiled so big. Oh, how precious. Wow, your lucky sound of silence. That's amazing. Mm, she just always seems so happy, just kind of happy go lucky, like the world wasn't even out there anywhere. But that big, mean, bad world has changed her life forever. So I just pray, really, really, really pray she's there somewhere and somebody really loves her and taking care of her, that she's good and happy. And that's, it's all we can do right now. She is so precious. And it's something how we've all just fell in love with her. She's become part of our lives because we've learned everything we could possibly learn here about her. And yet, most of us haven't even met her, never even knew about her till she was missing. Yeah, Jam, I think you're right on that one. Hey, sassy Southerner. Yay. Oh, I enjoy keeping Summer's name out there. Somebody made a comment in a chat somewhere. I don't remember where it was or what, but they made a comment about me being, how does it feel to be something like stuck on Summer's case every day over and over and over. Do you know the YouTuber Critical K? No, I don't, Ziggy. I'm going to check her out. She might be my twin, my long lost twin. Aw. Oh, wow. I'll check it out, Ziggy. That's cool. My granny always said, everybody has a twin out there somewhere. Hi, Christina. See, that's what I thought too. I just wonder because, you know, do they do those do they do their piss tests there at the house, or do they have to come in to do that? I don't know. Hey, senior citizen. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. So I don't know, but I do wonder, only because they did not have a place for the boys to go that night. And if they thought in any way that they were going to do a drug test on Don and Candace, they were pretty sure they would fail. I am almost positive that they would have a place ready so that the boys didn't have to sleep in the office that night. Separated at birth, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Something for us all to think about. I would never have come to YouTube if it wasn't for my precious little. No, yeah. I've been on YouTube so long now. It's been like since 2012, but I've not had my channel. but for just a little bit. But there's so much on YouTube. And my son, the one that passed away, is the one that we would sit for hours. And he would pull up things and talk about them and pyramids and, places that he wanted to go. Or, I mean, just tons of stuff. And we'd find out all kinds of information. And, then one day he was trying to figure out how to fix his guitar. And so he started pulling up on YouTube, and he come home one day with his dad, and they had stopped at a little thrift store type of thing. Is like kind of like an old antique store, and had a piano that looked like it was falling apart. Well, then he got on YouTube to learn how to play the piano, taught himself how to play the piano. I was like, gosh. So he's the one that taught me about YouTube. I'm too honest for this. I agree. That is crazy to me. The only thing I could think of is that the boys knew her. And maybe they would feel comfortable. I don't know. It's lots to think about. It's kind of baffles your mind sometimes, because every time we talk about someone different, there's more. There's more. There's more info. There's more everything. More to learn. Oh. The true crime community is something else, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah. I have lots of sweet memories with my baby boy. It's just sometimes they're hard. His birthday was Sunday, so that was a pretty rough day. Still. Oh, was his? How you doing, sweet friend? Oh, lots of stuff. We were just talking about Miss Clyda Trent a little bit, started talking about summer, different scenarios, different people. Hawkins County, anything is plausible. Exactly. I said it earlier and I'll say it again. I don't think they want Summer found. I don't think they thought that this would have gotten as big as it had, because she was just a little country girl from the holler. So, yeah, nobody would have really known too much. Nobody would have really said too much or cared too much, or they thought it was just going to, hey, let's go out here and make an attempt, because by golly, we're not going to allow a ranch to bring in their ranch hands who are well familiar with the territory to search. Mm-mm. We're going to let a freshly convicted RSO get on a horse and search for a little girl. How in God's green earth does that make sense? That still pisses me off. 1950 forever. I agree. You have this democratic mind thought they had this democratic type of mind thought when this democracy, and when they set in rules and regulations, it was, you're elected for a term. You're allowed to serve only so many terms. Then somebody new has to come in. And that was done on purpose so that things can stay fresh and moving, and this person doesn't lose that fire. But Ronnie Lawson is the longest serving sheriff in that area. Lock them all up. I agree, Hawk. Throw away that daggum key. Hey, Karen. Thanks for being here. I'm so glad y'all are all here. I appreciate it so much. Money scam. Is it part of a pedo, ring that's out there? Did Frank want the other pedo ring broke up so that his little pedo ring could survive? Oh. Scott H., did you not know that when you elect yourself as that mayor of that little bitty holler, that you get to be that mayor for the rest of your life? And somebody forgot to tell her she's an idiot. Oh, see, that's the thing. They're letting Hawkins County make all the calls. Hey, Blue Eyes Dumpling. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Has an address in Kingsport, and I can remember him thanking Kingsport Police. Okay, I think that's his son's place, Don Jr., if I'm not mistaken. But I think that's where his son had a house there. Yeah. Past lives court. Yeah, somebody forgot to tell the mayor that she's stupid. Or I don't know. She's probably been called out a whole bunch on that one. I know I've called her out plenty of times. And it's so hard when it comes to her because I wonder, is she just trying to be somebody for once in her life? Or does she really know something, but she's trying not to say because she's scared? It's kind of got to, one or the other. And they're both such a fine line right there that I don't know. I gave up trying to decipher her a long time ago. But she is kind of funny when she's drinking and does a 9-hour live. Impeach the mayor. She has receipts, Hawk. Haven't you read them? I don't know if y'all are speed readers, but if you're not, you need to get up to date because that's how Jody Sue, she is such a good receipt keeper that it's like, see what I'm talking about? Did you read that? She's an idiot, guys. Oh. Sassy, I'm so glad you're here, Sassy Southerner. She's crazy. Lisa, thanks for being here. Y'all are so funny. Don't get me started on the mayor. I could talk on that one all night long. Mayor of Long Holler Road. I do have just one question for her. How come Summer was missing the day before she went missing? How come you had to go search for her that night before she came up missing? That's my question. Oh, yeah, Miss Holler Bunny. Okay. I want to know who, hands up, if you had thought of what Jody C would have looked like with a stripper pole. too honest. You're cracking me up. They pay to see her dress instead of strip. That's easy. I don't know if she was drinking, taking pills, what she was doing the other night, but she, ugh. Oh, I don't know. And I try not to laugh about people. I really don't. She makes it so hard. She really does. And I'm not trying to body shame her. I'm not trying to say, I said she's an idiot, but she really is when it comes to YouTube. I'm really hoping she's not that dense in real life. And I really hope that she doesn't lie that much in real life. And I wish her nothing but the best. I don't want to harm her. I don't want to harm her kids. But when you put it out there and you talk about stupid stuff and you swear it's a God's honest truth and show your blink of an eye receipts, it's like, come on. I get everybody has opinions, but she takes it past being an opinion. She takes it to the point of, I know something. I'm not going to tell you. I'm terrified for my life. And I've told the police what they need to know. It's just, I have better things in life to do. Little Dev says, I go and listen to JSB, but am blocked. So just type on chat. Oh, Lord. Yes, each of her characters are very unique. She does. She wants so badly to be relevant that it's hard to decipher, is she telling the truth? And the bad part is, she possibly could be the person to help this case bust open. She was very close. The scream. I said this not too long ago. Could Summer have fell down into something and screamed as she was going down? That's why it sounded like a muffled scream. Could she have fell down the hill and as she's rolling face down, it muffled out? But no, we can't even go there because she went to colors and shapes and sizes and all kinds of stuff. How do you believe a person that sees the scream? How do you believe a person that watches the scream change colors? I mean, is she on, Ashbury Road back over in the 70s? Hitting the LSD? I don't know. That's where I lost it. I just was like, how do you take her serious? Did she see a red truck? Or was that just her red bloodshot eyes? Who knows anymore? She talks about the dogs are the key. But yet, she also says the oldest Wells boy told her the night before Summer got gone, when Summer's standing in the doorway naked because she had just got out of the shower with Dawn. That night, the boy's at her window at the car. saying, Mama, Mama, listen to her. The dogs are the key. How are they key? How are they the key? When nothing has happened yet, Jody. Whew, I told y'all don't get me started on her. I can go all night on her because things she says, things she does. And she's the only one in this case that tells the truth and does not lie. So I guess her personalities don't have like conference time where they fill each other on what they have said and done, because she seems to think she's telling the truth, but her other people in her head must not be. I don't know. That's rude of me. I'm sorry, guys. But that's kind of how I feel sometimes with her. It's frustrating. And I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know? I mean, I can't accuse anybody because I don't have nothing to accuse them on. Carly and her uncle was on the mama land that found them. I just saw in the news article where it had a Lawson mentioned, and I forget his last name, but said it was found on his land. I don't know if that's the same land or not. So that's what I was going by, Kathy, when I was talking about that a little bit ago. So that's what I read. So I don't know for sure. I didn't study her case too much. But yeah. Anyways, guys, this was going to be a short live. Okay, I just pulled a Ziggy. Every time Ziggy says, okay, guys, it's going to, I'm just going to do a quick live. It turns into a big long one. But I don't mind. I just wasn't going to keep y'all tied up all night. But yeah, aren't we all happy for Ziggy and Fred? I don't know. People have their opinions. But at the end of the day, y'all just remember, this is Ziggy's life. And it is her choice. Carly and her uncle were found on the man's land that found them, and the Lawson was not kin. Okay, he was not kin to Ronnie. That's what I said earlier. I don't know if he was. I just knew his last name was a Lawson, but I didn't know if there was any kin. Yeah. Oh, thank you. You too. I'm too honest. You have a good night as well. Greenville, Tennessee, wanting to get out of prison early and use 1 day for 2 days, and it was denied. Don't know if that was her. Probably was. Probably one of her alter egos forgot how to count, or I don't know. Oh my gosh. Well, it wasn't JSB, Kathy says. Alrighty. I don't know. Is Greenville close to Rogersville? I don't know. I don't even know where Greenville is, trying to think about it. I don't believe her at all. No, it's hard to. It's so hard to believe her. I have tried. I really have. Oh, thank you, Selena. It is close, Be the Bean. Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure. I've heard of it, but I didn't know for sure. The only place I really remember about my trip to Tennessee was the mountain I was on in day 2, where I decided to walk down to the river and busted my arm. 7 breaks from here to here. Still doesn't work right to this day. Had to come home the next day on day 3 to have surgery on day 4. So now I cannot walk under a little metal detector thing because it will go off. And it's still not healed up. That was July of last year. But yeah, be the bean. Oh my God, that's what I said. So it was not a fun time, guys. It was not. And I had so much excitement being there because I had been wanting to go there for so long. So even when I was a little kid, I wanted to go to Tennessee. I was so excited. My cousins were there. It was just a big old fun trip. Didn't turn out very fun. But I will remember it for the rest of my life. Tennessee will always be with me. But anyways, well, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Get ready for work tomorrow because we got the Oak Ridge boys coming tomorrow. And they'll be there so they can get their sound going for the concert Saturday night. So it's going to be a busy 2 days. I'm going to try to come back Sunday night. And y'all be ready. Time to talk about the Lawson boys. So, yes, sound of silence. Somebody went to do that in the hospital right after my surgery. I mean, I'm all packed up and everything. Before they let me go, they were going to check my blood pressure. And I was like, no, ma'am. I'm not so out of it. I'm not going to hit you. You're not doing that. Little Dev. I don't know. Something to look into, guys. More homework. More homework. Good night. Good night. Good night. Well, everybody, thank y'all so much for being here. Super thanks to Ziggy for coming by. I appreciate you. And Scott H, as always, we love you being here. But everybody have a great night. Keep in thoughts your good thoughts for little Summer, for sweet Sebastian and that beautiful smile. All the kids out there. Don't forget about them. Let's keep digging. Let's keep talking. And let's keep interacting like we're doing because there's no drama. And there's things we're learning. And so that's how we're going to get Summer's name out there. That's how we're going to keep her going. Because when people talk about her later, when her brothers come on later, I hope they see lives like this. Not the ones where they're trashing people and calling people out and that kind of thing. So keep that in mind. Everybody be sweet. And love and hugs to everybody. Mwah. We'll see y'all soon, okay? Bye.